me. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable unto you, my God, my strength, and my Redeemer. Amen. My friends, what time is it? What time is it? You know, we used to do this, and now we either look at a clock or more likely we reach in our pocket and pull something out and look at it. What time is it? We're out of time. Time slows down. Time passes. Time flies. Time is money. We have time on our hands, but don't waste time. Time. Time is very important to us. We never seem to have enough of it. The clock seems to control us. We leap out of bed to an alarm. We're constantly looking at our phones for the time. We expect immediate results for everything. We even eat our meals standing up or in the car or at our desks. We are obsessed by time. We are jealous of time, and we protect our time. And yet, we rush through things. We're so busy that we don't stop to think about what we're doing. And we don't treasure the moments that we have with each other. We sometimes put off things that feed our souls so that we can rush to the next appointment, the next opportunity, or maybe just the next thing. We talk about lack of time. Lack of time to focus on ourselves. But then, we have lots of time to surf the web, to chat on Facebook, or to play Candy Crush Saga. You know, maybe we need to take some of that time to consider the point of our lives. The point. Why are we here? You know, God has called each and every one of us. Every one of us is called. Now, some of us don't believe that. We think that a call is something like Moses' burning bush, or Paul on the road, or some, you know, big voice coming down from the sky. But God is much more subtle than that. We may be working at our everyday jobs when we feel the need to speak to the person at the next desk, to just ask about their family. And maybe that is just what that person needs. They need to talk about the sick child or the problem with the mortgage. Or maybe they just need a break. What are we called to do? You know, when we do consider it, we may find that the words of Paul, when he said that we need to consider the needs of those around us. We need to love one another. You know, maybe we're called to teach someone to use that computer that we are so absorbed by. Maybe we need to find time to talk to a young person who is questioning who he or she is. Maybe we need to spend some time just cleaning up our lives, our houses, our approach to the world, what we do with our time. And maybe we just need to take time to savor time. You know, each person here has a ministry, and many of us know what that is. Some of us know what it is, but have decided to ignore it. Some of us have no idea what we are called to do and made to do some seeking to find that call. By the way, next time we offer Creating a Life That Matters, consider sitting in. You'll find your call. But then we need to take time to follow that call. because it is all about time. We think that we just don't have enough of it, or we think that the time we spend following our call is wasted. After all, we have things to do. We need to meet our friends for dinner. We need to catch up with our Facebook friends. We need to do so many things. We have to carefully control how other people intrude on our time. Now that really sounds selfish, doesn't it? Maybe we should all be a little selfish. Maybe we should think, maybe we should look at how we spend our time and figure out how we can get more of it. Or rather, how we can get more out of it. How do you spend your time? You know, maybe we should consider whether we should spend more time doing what God has called us to do, or whether we should spend more time on Candy Crush Saga. I know it's a hard thing to think about, but maybe we should. Maybe. But then again, maybe not, you know. Maybe we could just ignore that call. Whether that call is something to do with this church, whether that call is to do with the community, whether that call is to work in your garden, you need to figure out what to do. Because, my friends, what if that favorite teacher that you always talk about said, you know, the time spent with that kid is just not worth it. What if? What if? It's time. It's time, my friends. It's time to listen. It's time to look around. It's time to find the one thing, or two things, or six things that will feed your soul. It's time to answer God's call. It's time to find a ministry. So, this is your pastor giving you direction. Are you ready? Do it! Amen.